Hello everyone, this is another episode of Real Estate in Full Circle with your friendly realtor Andre Gordon. In this episode, I'll be exploring how to sell your property in Jamaica. So, selling your property is as easy as ABC with me, your friendly realtor in Jamaica. So as soon as you think about selling, call me and I'll walk you through the process. But just in case you are curious to find out what is the process, just continue to watch this video and I will outline the different stages in selling a property in Jamaica. The first step is to locate the property title. Now, in order for you to sell a property in Jamaica, you have to be the owner of the property. So do not call me to sell a property if you're not the owner. If your property is with a mortgage provider, then that is good. If you have the copy of title in hand, ensure that you have the original duplicate copy of title. If not, you'll have to apply to NLA to get an original title. The next thing is that all name holder on the title would have to agree and approve the property to be sold. One person cannot sell a property without the consent or approval from the other name holder. The next step is to determine the price for your property. There are two ways in which you can do that. The main way is to get a valuation, or if you're not able to afford a valuer, as a realtor, what we can do is to do a CMA. A CMA is a comparable market analysis of the properties. What we'll do is to compare your property to similar properties that has recently been sold. After you determine the price for your property, then the next stage is to get the property ready to show. I will walk you through the different types of properties and how best you can get this property ready to show. If you are selling an apartment, the best and easiest way to prepare that property is to get it properly clean, just to get your apartment clean and ready to show. Painting is optional. If you can afford to paint, then paint. Most persons, when they buy a property, that's one of the first things that they'll want to do is to paint it and put their touch to it. If you're selling a townhouse, then cleaning the townhouse and ensuring that the lawns are properly cut and the edges are well maintained. Painting is also another option. If you can afford to paint, then do so. And if you're selling a house, ensure that the lawns are cut and the house is properly clean. And painting is also optional. If you can afford to paint, your property tends to go quicker based on the fact that it's moving ready. If there are structural repairs need to be done, current market, it is optional. Persons tend to want to buy properties now and able to fix up. So a lot of persons are now looking for fixer-uppers. However, the advantage is that if your property is up to scratch, moving ready, it tends to go a little quicker than the others. If it's a lot or a piece of land you're selling, what I always suggest is that you debush the lot, you get it clean up, that when someone comes to view, then it is easy to show. So if you're not able to bush the land, then it's best to clean the boundaries. In doing so, it will enable the prospect to see the boundaries clearer and have a better idea of how large the land is. If you are selling a commercial property, it is always recommended that you just leave the property as is. Sell the property how it's there. Persons who is buying commercial property just want the space to transform it into their liking. Highly, more than likely, everybody who is buying a commercial property wants to transform it into their liking. Leave your commercial property alone and sell it as is. After getting the property ready to sell, then the next thing is that you'll have to now sign a listing form with your friend the realtor, Andre, to start marketing the property. The standard commission for realtors is 5%. After which, your realtor will try my best to sell the property in the shortest possible time. If you're selling a house, townhouse, an apartment, or a commercial property, with the current impact of the coronavirus, what is standard is that we try to limit the amount of persons coming to view at a time. If you are living there, some of the practices that I'm seeing now in the market is that one set of prospective purchasers at a time, and some owners would feel a little comfortable if the persons coming to view the property take off their shoes and wear socks, and we ensure that we sanitize before entering the property. As a seller, it is very important to have a good attorney representing you. Your attorney would be the charge of sale attorney, who is the leading attorney in the transaction, who will make or break the sale. The standard rate for attorneys are 1 to 3% of the selling price. The fees that are attached to a sales transaction for a seller are the transfer fee, which is 2% of the selling price. The registration fee is 0.25% of the selling price, and the stamp duty is $2,500. Also, the sale agreement will attach a cost of 0.20% of the sale price. The standard duration of sale process in Jamaica is, if it's a cash purchase, then it is between 30 to 45 days, and if it's a mortgage, it's 90 to 120 days. This has been another episode of Real Estate in Full Circle with your friend the realtor, Andre Gordon. If you do get values from these videos, all I ask in return is a little thumbs up to keep me motivated to put out videos weekly. Please continue to subscribe. Press the notification bell so that you'll be notified as soon as I post a video. Also, please share all these videos with your friends and families. Thank you.